Hello everyone. Let's start with a small prayer. सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. It's a great pleasure to be with you, children. I would love to tell you a story which talks to us about awareness. Once there was a king, and there was in his kingdom everything. He was a big king, and every single person in this kingdom was really happy. The only thing that they were looking forward to was the prince becoming the crown prince, and then he is going to rule this kingdom. Nothing was wanted in this country. It was such a beautiful land. And everybody was happy. So they were willing to train this prince in almost everything because they wanted to see their new leader developing. The king sent this young boy to various teachers. And that young boy was absolutely astounding. He learned everything, whatever was taught to him, with great gratitude and absolute attention. He learned everything. Once he was about 17 years old, he thought he must go and tell his father and request him that, King, Raja, Dad, whatever, I have done my best. Now you bring anyone in front of me, you can examine me, you can take any amount of tests and I will pass. The king looked at him and said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes, I am sure. You can ask me any question from anywhere. You can ask me to fight, you can ask me to do this, you can ask me to do that. I will do everything. You can test me." The king smiled and said, "Sure, we will test you. But I am not the person to test you. I know of a place. If you get a certificate from that person, he's my teacher also. So you go get a certificate from this person and then you're ready to be the crown prince." The boy agreed. Soon there was a chariot ordered. It was around 5:30 in the evening. The charioteer was his very, very trusted friend. He took him to the end of the kingdom, and just when you can imagine a dense forest, the kingdom is on the other side, the forest is on this side. The chariot stops right there. He asks him to get down, and then he says, "Please find your way." Turns and just goes into the kingdom. Suddenly, it's sunset time, and the child looks around and he has no clue. He's supposed to find the way in the forest, and he's not supposed to come inside the kingdom without the certificate. He just has to find his way, and it's going to get dark soon. So this brave boy, young lad, starts groping around in the dense forest, just starts finding a pathway, and you will be very surprised. Even in a dense forest, there are pathways. Just like when there's lot of difficulty, there will be a small pathway which will lead you to the goal. So this little boy found the pathway, and he said, "Hey, there is. He slowly kept one foot after the other and slowly found the way. And as he went, and he was just about to give up, he says, "This is a forest, man. Who's going to stay here? I can't see anybody living here." But suddenly, just there, he found a clearing. So he went towards that clearing and he found a nice little hut. There was a gate, and outside the gate was written, "School of Archery." Now this boy looked at him and said, "School of Archery? My dad sent me here. Today I'm 17 years old, but I have actually held a bow and arrow since I was 3 years old. And my father knows that. I have done so many years. I also went to the war and I have fought. Why did he send me to the school of archery? Okay, anyway, I will go and find out. This should be easy. I just go in, maybe give the test immediately and get the certificate." So he slowly opens the gate and he walks inside. "Hey, who's there? Anyone here?" No answer. He goes a little more inside. "Hey, you! Anyone here? I want to get a certificate. I have come here for a certificate. Can you please come out so that I can get my certificate and be done with it?" No answer. Still kept going inside. The door opened on its own. He walks in, and there's this huge hall-like thing. Yeah, nobody is there. He says, "Okay, let me call once more and see." So he calls, "Hey, anyone, are you here? Can you hear me? I have come here. I am the king's son. I am the prince. I have come here. I need to get a certificate here. Is there anyone here, please?" No answer. Now he was tired. He just sat. And he said, "Let me hope that somebody emerges here so that I can ask a question." And after a few minutes, there's this old man who comes out, and he looks at him and he says, "When did you come?" "Oh, you didn't hear me? I have been screaming here for so long." "Oh, did you now? You must be tired. Please sit down and eat something." So this old man put a nice banana leaf. He gave some boiled vegetables, little bit of fruits. "Please eat." Now this is the prince. He has never eaten this kind of food. He looks up and down and then touches his tummy. "I am hungry. I might as well eat what I get." So he slowly eats it. Not so happy, but still, when you're hungry, whatever is there in front of you, you can eat that. So he eats it. And then he's asking him, "Please let me know. I need to get my certificate and I need to go." He says, "Yeah, sure. But now it's too late in the night. So you have to rest here. And tomorrow morning we will talk about the certificate." He says, "Sure. Where do I rest?" He says, "Over there in that room. You can go inside and you can sleep. There is a mat. Please put that on the floor and you lie down. But remember one thing. You can sleep well. But if I enter the room, you should know. You should be aware." That's it. "So what? This is not difficult. I will do it." "Sure, I can do that." Puts the mat down. Prince has never slept on the mat and on the floor. So he says, "Anyway, I'm not going to sleep. It's okay." So he just lies down. He just passes off. Suddenly there is this stick, wooden stick, which comes down hard on him. He wakes up and says, "What? I told you, I will enter the room any time and I will have this wooden stick with me. If you're not aware, you're going to get hit." Oh my God, this seems serious business. "Okay, sure, I will be careful next time." So he lied down again. Now where he was hit was paining. He couldn't sleep. But once again his eyes just closed. And suddenly there is this sound. He wakes up, just about to get hit. He will, "Okay, you were better this time." And the teacher passes out. He says, "Oh my God, thank God, I was saved this time." Again he sits, lies down slowly. His eyes are going to close. Sudden sound. The boy wakes up. The teacher has come in from the window. Oh, he would have hit him. But now he was aware. This is fantastic. In the morning, when he woke up, he said, "I have escaped. I got hit once, but after that I have learnt." So, did I pass the test? Well, we will decide about that. But now, you have to take this pot. It's an earthen pot. And go down that river and get water from there. And when you bring the water back, neither the water should spill, neither the pot should break, and you should be aware, because I can come behind you, in front of you, or in the side of you anytime, and you're not aware, I will hit you with this stick. My God, this is so difficult. This boy went walking down the hill, got the water, came up. Every time he would look around because he was conscious. He didn't want to get beaten. Nobody wants to get beaten, right? So he just walked, looked around, took care of the pot, took care of the water, and also took care of himself. Somehow reached, gave the water to the teacher and said, "Have I passed now, please?" Well, somewhat, but you don't get a certificate for this yet. There are many more levels. Oh, really? Yes. Go out to the garden. I have planted some seeds, but there are many weeds around it. Go and pick all those weeds and then water the plants. But remember, whenever you're doing something, if I am around and you don't notice, I will give you a hint. This teacher was a fantastic teacher. He could move anywhere like the air. And anytime this kid got engrossed in the weed removal or the watering and he didn't look around, the stick was there. He's like, oh my God, this is dangerous stuff. So anyway, the child did this for 3 days, 4 days. Day in and day out, he was continuously on test. Finally, one evening, while eating his boiled vegetables and fruits, the teacher said, "Well, you have passed level 1. Today we go to level 2. This child said, "Oh my God, now level 2? All these days was level 1? Okay, tell me." Says, "Today, when you're sleeping, please be aware. Because it's no more a wooden stick. I am going to get a sword, a talwar." Now this is serious business. Because every time you're not aware, it will slit your throat. Be careful. Be aware. So the kid once again is into the same thing. Again wakes up. With couple of times when he wakes up, actually nobody is there, but even the rustle of the wind, the movement of the curtain, any little sound, he is aware. He has become sharper and sharper. Every little movement actually he can notice now. And when the master comes in with that sword, he's woken up and he's aware and conscious. This goes on again with all his activities. And it is fantastic because the master has made this boy aware and conscious of every single movement a small earthworm can move, and the boy knows. It's fantastic. Now this prince goes to him and says, "Now can I have my certificate, please? Can I go?" The master looks at him with a lot of compassion and says, "Level 3 to go, my boy. Level 3 to go." The boy is totally tired. He has been hit many times. The pain is there. The very thing of being aware and conscious all the time and getting scared and fearful. He's tired. And over all that, eating the boiled vegetables and fruits for so many days. Enough. So he makes a decision. He says, "Tonight when I sleep, I'm just going to sleep. I don't care. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm just going to disappear. I don't need a certificate. I don't want to be the king. I don't want to be anything. Just let me go now, enough. He decided that and went off to sleep in the night. Very happy, just forgotten about everything. And the master didn't come that night. The boy slept well, woke up in the morning, packed his little jhola bag, and slowly, without making a sound, walked towards the gate. He didn't want to see this master also. He didn't want to say bye to him. He didn't want anything. He didn't want a certificate. He didn't want the kingdom. He didn't want anything to do with this place or with anything in his life. He just wanted to go back, go somewhere, just disappear. He was just about to open the gate, and there lay that wooden stick which the master had beaten him quite sometimes. There is this thought that comes into his mind. He looks there in the distance, in where even his eyes can hardly see. He can see the master early in the morning, removing the weeds and planting the seeds and watering the plants. He can see the master far away. And a thought enters this boy's mind. What if I lift this stick and go behind the master and hit him if he is not aware? He troubled me so much. What if I just take this stick and go behind? Will he be aware? The master spoke from where he was, far away. Hey son, please don't do that. I am an old man. If you lift that stick and you hit me, I will die. I cannot bear the pain. So, my child, please don't hit me. The boy was wonderstruck. I didn't lift the stick, I didn't speak, I didn't do anything. And this master who's standing kilometer away, he can't even see me. He's so old, his vision is not so strong. He can't even see me. How did he know that this thought crossed my mind? The boy was absolutely shaken. He just dropped his bag there, ran to the master, caught his feet and started crying and said, I am so sorry. I am so sorry I underestimated you. I should never have brought that thought in my head. But how did you know, master? How did you know that this thought crossed my mind? I want to give up everything. I don't want the kingdom. I don't want anything. I just want to stay here and serve you and learn from you. Because master, I was fascinated. How did you read my mind? How did you know my thoughts? And he had tears flowing from his eyes. The master looked at him, lifted him up and hugged him and said, my child, your father sent you to me to make sure that you become a king. And you know what's important for a king? A king needs to know every single thing that's happening around him. A king needs to know if somebody is going to come and attack him from behind or from unknown places. But the level 3 that a king should be able to know is to be aware of the thoughts that are going on in people's minds. Because imagine you're sitting in the capital of this kingdom, but dur, far away, somebody is just having one thought of doing something against the country. You as a king should be able to catch that thought. That, in essence, my child, is being a king. That is the story of awareness. So children, being aware and being conscious is a wonderful thing. It's a sadhana, it's a practice. Every time we are not aware, it is like this master, nature, universe, something comes and gives us a hit. So we need to spring into action and remember that anything can happen around us, including the thoughts in people's minds, and we should be able to be aware of that. I hope you enjoyed this story. Have a lovely evening. Namaste.